Okay. Hi, ladies. Welcome to.
Do you know that you're also live streaming?
What did you say?
Are you aware that you're also live streaming?
Yeah, I'm live streaming on
Okay.
YouTube. Okay. So, ladies, John is our coach for today, and he'll be taking us on values. He's the CEO of Construct Technologies, right? I got that right.
Construct.
Yeah.
Construct, yeah.
Yeah, and he's a husband and a father of two. He actually did coach the previous group, so it's an honor to have him coach us again. Narine has met him before. Have you met him before, Narine?
Yeah, I think with the Kafiwe team.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So thank you so much, Jory. We appreciate you coming on board again. And then right now, I'll just hand over to Narine to introduce the women, and then she would interpret when necessary. So Narine, over to you.
Okay. You, so yeah, my name's Narine Sakala. So I'll be interpreting. So you'll be saying at least you pause a bit and then I interpret in our local language. So I'll allow the women to introduce themselves and the business they do. So we'll start with let's start with introduce the business. The business.
My name is Shiza Dada, and I'm selling Sarawak at Shawarma Market.
I didn't hear her name, if you don't mind.
Shiza Dada. My name is Shiza Dada.
Triza Daka.
Triza.
Triza Daka, she's into second-hand clothing business. And
all
then,
My name is Martha Fundwe. I'm selling lice mobile.
Okay, so the second one there, she's Martha Chifundwe. She sells rice. Martha.
My name is Sandra. I'm selling blankets.
Okay, so there we have Sandra. She sells blankets. And then
blankets.
Here, yes. And then here,
my name is Loveness. I'm selling things.
Okay, so we have Loveness. She sells, what can I say? Chitenge materials. So
what?
She sells Chitenge materials.
What's
Wrappers, yeah. So here we call them Chitenge materials. Yeah, so she sells wrappers.
And her name is what?
Loveness.
Can you spell that?
Loveness, Lovenes.
Loveness. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. That's a very nice name. Thank you. Great. Okay, so are they first time mentees? This is their first session?
Yes, this is the first, like, we're having a new team for May, so this is their first session.
Okay.
They're new on our program.
Okay. I had said before that I would like a bit of feedback on what the other people were able to do. It just helps me, have my mind right, as I approach this. But ladies, thank you for having me. I'm very, very, very happy to be here. I think that you all are blessed to have the team with you that are interested in your growth, and that are also not just preaching it, but also giving you some money as well to be able to do more. I think, and you have to remember to stop me if you need to translate, but I'm sure they understand so far, right?
Yeah, they understand, sure.
Yeah, I think that looking at what the Spark Biz team is doing with you is the best example of what we want to talk about today, which is values, right? Your values are what you are known for. And so if you see somebody at the corner of the street preaching a religion, you can already tell what that person's value is, right? If you see somebody taking something that is not theirs in the marketplace, you can already tell what that person's value is. And most likely, that person is not somebody you want to trust, right? If you see a man, beating his wife, you can already tell what his value is, right?
Yes.
And so our values are mostly reflected in the things that we do. And we can tell what the value of the Spark Bees team is by what they are doing as well. They're in a foreign country that's not their country, dealing with people that they would never have known, that they are not related to, and pulling all these resources. Resources include money, because resources include the coaches, us. Resources include the gadgets. I'm sure you are using a laptop or a phone. They're pulling all these resources together to see that you become who God has made you to be, and to optimize yourself, right? Means be a better version of yourself, right? And so my question, and I always like it to be somewhat interactive, is as a person, as a business person, Teresa, Martha, Sandra, Loveness, when you are not there, if you are absent, what are you known for?
Okay, so let me just interpret.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so the tipuni zapadi my values, my values. So bakamba ti values, what are values? My values in each chan, just understand. So tukamba ti value, my values in each chintu chamene bantu batizibira kwa bintu bameti machita bantu bamema mati chitako identify tiziba set kakamba ichi chaso tizaza twiza so dichanja mema muzibira kwa ti twiza oyo ni Martha oyo ni Love ni say ni vambili nanga ba Spark my values ya wanyabwa tima baziba bwanji wa Spark but different bwanji wa Spark kuli ma organization ina ma bank ina ni chani cha mechi mazibisa ati abantu ba Spark very different so je benediza punzira leo ni vichani very different family bama kuzibira ngo ni mwekati palibe Martha palibe bakakamba chabati Martha ni muntu wa branch Teresa ni muntu wa branch Sandra ni muntu wa branch so ndiye ma values bamene machita describe yakukambira kana kuisudi pai aha so ndiye bamati fonsati ndiye ni va branch bintu baziba kwati ba Sandra ni va branch ba Loveness ni va branch ba Martha ni va branch. Okay, thank you. You can go ahead.
So I would like to actually now pose that question, and maybe one person can answer to say, what do you think that you are known for? Right? Okay. So maybe you can have Martha answer or Sandra. Actually, I think Sandra. Sandra sells blankets. Sandra, let's ask her like this. Sandra, if we call the people that know you now and you are not there, we call them on the phone and we say, tell us about Sandra, what would they say?
So I think that's got to be on the phone. Okay, tuze ngoni Sandra ni muntu wa branch mubazi ba branch so wakatia kati branch ndi muntu wa branch describe Sandra chichipanga ine Sandra ni chana
ndinozi kachipacha kama business mini mchida nangala kokyo mkamira chake Sandra webangala palisa wajawa mapesa ma blankets olo ndo wafunza niposa kubali wa Sandra lati bali kwa mapesa ma blankets oni part so ninazike nangala kokyo
machina utikamba njira let's say apart from business not business but takamba vema very day chamechima ku
Nine, if you don't mind, just give me your answer.
Okay, so for her answer, she's saying they would know her. They'll say, oh, but Sandra, like, she's someone I know that she sells blankets. So I know her because she sells blankets. And that's the answer.
Okay. Okay,
So
so I
we
guess
hear from
so you want to, I agree with you. You want to drill a little more to say what type of person would they say Sandra is? Okay, so please help me drill some more.
Okay, so apart from some blankets, that is of some blankets, or something that can make a there's a people who can make it. Amakadeka mudemo na mwana ndikapa mudemo mwana ndimuche basanja simugusa ma blankets munkala pata pe munkala basi kafunza Sandra ni muntu wa branch ndio ametifu mziva ngatafunza kwa yankachati ya Sandra ni muntu wa branch.
Question.
Yes. Okay, wameenda kuchechi, arechi nango.
Kuchechi na kungala che panyumba kesima kwenda kuenda ina pande basi picha madozi mayo pamulo mobza che komponi mwate. And then
okay, so Sandra has said they will tell you that Sandra is someone who loves going to church and someone who just loves being home. She doesn't love moving from one door to the other, gossiping. So she just loves being there on her own. Yes, fantastic. So that's Sandra.
Fantastic. Do we want to hear one more?
I think I would love to hear from everybody.
Let's go.
Okay, so we'll go on Martha. So in Martha, kaida kwani kukombo nitatafunza. Ati tusembo pale Martha mwezi wa branch, bazati kuza chance, bazati yanka branch.
Ukafika kunyumba kunja, bali zatoke dini. So mkafika kunyumba. Sasa kwa mke dini, oh, kwa dini, wale wasaka sana. Kwa nasema, nataka timu. Sasa sana wangu. Kwa sana wangu. Mtu sote dini tena ndio ndani. Ona wale ndio trust. Sasa karapa. Ndio sasa jana manyumba ndio mangereza kabla Mungu. Kama siri sini
okay, so she's saying she's someone who's jovial, who's selfless, trustworthy, like they all know her. She jokes with everybody. She's just happy with everyone. She's jovial.
Selfless, and this is Martha, right?
Selfless, yes, that's Martha. Yeah, so then the kudi Teresa. Ima Teresa itaenda kwani kaza tu za ni branch wa Teresa ni ndani ni watu wa branch.
Teresa na pa nyumba. Kwenda ndio. Au kutoka kucheza. Tena kwa baba wangu. Basi kwa baba wangu church kumela yeye.
Okay, so they will tell us to say Teresa is one person who doesn't like to talk much. She's humble, she's quiet. Yeah, so she's just in a space like that. Okay, so we're going to Loveness here. So Loveness is the one that phones that. Papa, you that. Loveness mobazi ba branch. Bangatyanke Loveness bantu ba branch.
But okay, ndaka mpamene sina kule. Urupamene na kula sine kuonda pija poka mpaka. Na pamene ndiye mfana changa chezo pata pepa nyumba. Na kwenda kuchechi vitu vingati nenzeli ibe vitakutana na malepasi. Kulipe.
Okay, so from Loveness, she's saying she's one person who loves going to church, who's like quiet, humble. She doesn't like fights and being in groups. So yeah, so that's Loveness.
Journey, Journey. Yeah, so fantastic. I mean, we must also understand that this is you telling us. So if we call people, we will know whether you're saying the truth or not. I don't expect anybody to say anything bad about themselves. But I guess the point is that if you understand business at their level, and when I say their level, I actually mean the level of a sole proprietor, right? Their businesses are not limited businesses. Their businesses are what you call, a sole proprietorship. They are a one-man business. I don't even know if they are registered in the first place, but they may be, right? So let's even assume that their businesses are registered. In the eye of the law, their business and their person, that's the individual, are one entity, right? What that means is that if any of them, Sandra, for example, steals, right? That business has stolen. And so if, let's say, Sandra steals 5 kwacha, right? And the business has 5 kwacha and she's caught, the business, they can take the 5 kwacha from the business because they see Sandra and the business as one, right? And that's in the eye of the law. But you know the truth, even beyond the law, every customer you deal with would see your business the way they see you. And so if your values are not values that they consider to be upright, to be just, to be good, then they will not consider the business a good business to spend their money in.
Okay. So wakambati takamba those values ya dai vijita describe this. So vijita describe this vameta stambili. Vijita my business women na vijita represent business ya. So you saying that still let's honest. Timaba, tikaba. Let's say na 5 kwacha na 10 kwacha taba. Ijaza affect business ya dai. Bakabora uzakamba zimandala laba. Bali basanja amakulisa cyane. Mablanket. Batereza amakulisa cyane. Saraula. Alo ni makawala ala bajamai. Nishi imwe. Uvadu ya nyoyi paeja ukawala. Ya pa cyane, ya pa business. So, vamene vitu kama vamene batizibida isemana. Nje vamene vimalengeza na business ndi pasokoro. Nje vamene vingalengeza kuti na business kuti cyane. Igwe that still munjira yabu. Okay. Thank you. Over to you.
Fantastic. I was trying to unmute myself. See if you can copy the link directly from here. So you talked about my children when you introduced me. They heard you say that you are streaming live and they said, oh, we want the link.
Okay.
They want to stream. See what we're doing. Yeah, so needless to say that while I may not be able to choose your values for you, I feel people should choose their values themselves. You always need to understand the impact of your value system on your business. Now, there's a very important word that I think is missing from a lot of the world, and that word is context. A lot of times people say things out of context. I think the context for today is the fact that these women have businesses that we want to be able to support through investments, through mentorship, so that those businesses can grow. So while I can talk about values from many different contexts, the important context for today is the context of their business, right? And that's the context I want to talk about it from, which is what I've said, that I would rather give them, kind of like a homework to think that, and actually we can ask them now, how do you want people to perceive your business? This question we called. If we called some people to say, tell us about Martha's business, about Loveness business, how do you want them to perceive you? What is the value system to ascribe to you? Forgive me, I'm trying not to use big words, but maybe you can help translate that.
Okay. So
And we now need them to answer when you're done.
They should answer now.
When you're done, they should answer yes.
Okay. Okay. So Wakabati, I am a very resilient and between the fight. The German Kamelanga who Sakire Badi or is a Sankira name. So Sankira, our mother, Badi, should find that to get a party way. To get a party transform to my parents each change, which is answer the business. Whatever Jamaica takes, I am a bad Yameti Yafani Gajta contribute to Chani for business. Yeah. So question you what concern ya so ati. Ngati vatumira muntu foni apa so tatumira muntu atifunze business yaba Teresa or yaba Martha or yaba Sandra or yaba Loveness vamashita business ya bwanji ili munjira bwanji must understand nenda kabila ni business ya bwanji amene vamachita ili munjira bwanji mumayona bwanji kulimo so tingayange your question then I'll find a chata yanga let's tingayange so we'll start with our favorite Sandra here. So
happy to.
Sandra, ningayange bwanji my question. That's when I'm going to put business yaba Sandra many wachita. Mama yona bwanji ili munjira bwanji. You understand the meaning of that?
Ngayake chabebu nokutada business chabebu ngai according nemune wake imani endera chabebu so nangu baje ma customers amule matenga nimba bawoza baziwa kutati bataba business maendera because next time we don't tell so the senior endera because the na ile katari kandi se ko inani
Apart from kuendera ni but kuri bebe baje chame bazaiona ti ofisi inabidi na matriz mudanizians bachize mutabofunza business amashta salawu like second hand clothing so nafunza yes customer business ya bachize bamashta business ya bwanji ili munjira bwanji business ya umayona bwanji azoni yanga bwanji
Nyenga utawa wewe wendela bwanji but sometimes even kutako then
yet kaba connected na mavazi ya so chemu kamba kumitikamba kudi for example ile ngudi sa kuvala bali zibalima kuisa kuvala papuanji oi baba bwenu bima tukona matumba chitabwani so imo munjira ijaso imo bakuzibana ti business ya numa yende sabwanje Okay. Okay. So Teresa, she's saying they will tell you to say her business. She's let's say she's a humble person, so she comes maybe for instance she doesn't like talking very much. She's nice to customers, so the business goes well for her in those lines. I think that's what I can get from what she said. The way I welcome about you. So in the end,
the business yangu bila kujua kama pasa kama ndio kama pesa kwa sababu sisi understand kwa customers wangu kama ni pasa ndio zakaliga basi vile kwa sababu there so nitaenda tena mzamu kwa business naenda ndani na pasa kwa na kama customers wangu ndio kama ni
Okay, so for Martha, she's saying the rice she sells, she most of the times give it on credit, where people they get today on the 5th, meaning they will have to finish paying that money again maybe on the 5th. So it's a 1 month. So they know how to say she's one person who understands her customers. When maybe they say that time a customer comes, she's supposed to pay, and then maybe she has a slight problem, she will not drag her to the police. She will at least understand her to say, okay, she will pay me because she has been my customer. So they know her that she's very understanding when it comes to her customers. Yeah. And then we'll go to Loveness. Say my Loveness. Basanja kakubwela mjini. So imeani business baba zati ndi baba branch tukabwela kunkani ya business ba Loveness baba zati ndi baba branch business
ine abandi zibati ndi muzimayi wachilungamo kumankala benangu nina makastomers banga kuchipata monze okuchoma kuna chikwa kumasengevere mama tunacha bendra bakantumira ndrama zija inenza sendinga katungu ija papasi bama kamba tibamaya wachilungamo.
Okay. Yeah. So for Loveness, she's saying they know how to be honest and trustworthy because her business, she sells wrappers. So she's here in Lusaka. So she has customers, let's say in other provinces, in other districts. So they trust her. They send money to say, buy for us wrappers and then send for us on the bus. We'll receive them here. So they trust her with the money. They'll send the money on mobile money. She orders wrappers, send on the bus, buy it goes. So she's never disappointed in. So they know how to be honest and trustworthy. That's our Loveness. And then we'll go to Sandra. I'm back on Sandra. She didn't answer me. So Sandra, I'm with you. Yeah. So
and Sandra can tell us what she wants. So let's forget the past. What does she want people? How does she want to be known?
Okay, so at the moment you're offering a business, business.
Umeona nisirire?
Mama vamakambira vanzani vonse ndine mubandi iske paja mwezi mwatuza kwa jana machifuna tuvelese. So nifuna mtokera lero vantu business yanga khatizati basanja business vantu vasona so.
Nifuna sema continue so cha kumewa nisibira kutati ya wacha Sandra pati nakupinda akaili nakweka kupinda ti kapindi tina ungazipishira ma customers. Ngati zusta understand. Kuma kana sometimes amukuta kwa Mr. kwa understand. Lakini nina pasa too much time. Ya kilako first day ndi. Second demand again alipia so akalipia 300 ya sala ngata ndaola kwa kana mapasa kwa hapo kuti tena mapasa kwa date na mwa Mr. kwa understand. Elo na mablankets ya bwera kuja ama kwa makoni. Ma orders ya bwera was vanatisi wa kutotinse ma customers.
Okay. So she's also saying on the part of understanding that she wants to be a very understanding businesswoman because she's well sells her blankets on credit. And then they know how to be an honest woman because where they get blankets as well, they will tell them to say, okay, even if you haven't finished your stock, you can come and get the new stock which is in, and then when you sell, you will give us the money. So they trust her to say she's an honest business lady. And she wants to be very understanding to her customers. Thank you.
Fantastic. So I think that, at the very basic level, we've covered, what the topic is, which is values. Just to give it a little bit of the academic context, the Google dictionary says that, values are one's judgment of what is important in life, right? That's simple. And so my advice would be concerning the business, right? And I'm glad you're there with them, Naren. Concerning the business, they may need to spend some time to think about what is important to them. Like somebody said, she wants to be able to give credit. That means what is important to her is that her customers can buy. It may have an effect on her because sometimes if they don't pay or if they pay late, it can also affect her. But she has chosen her values, right? So we have to choose our values based on what we want, right? And how we want to be perceived and how we want to be happy with ourselves.
Okay. So can I
Okay.
just interpret that? So bakambati these values they describe values. So since it's my business women, tifantata sankaya jama value yazati building yaza building a business right? Yes, understanding munga tamenta kambila ku business. Especially sametima pasa pankongoy. Understanding mamen. So tifan kata balance so that it's a business yatu sikubwai it's understanding sizashita business kati pasa pankongoy. So values making sure yazati kulisa yaza kulisa na business right? Because I are important. Yeah.
Okay, you broke up for a bit. Can you hear me? Barbara, can you hear me? It's their side that's frozen, right? Narin, are you there?
Yeah, sure, we can hear.
Oh, great. So, seems like she's frozen. You're frozen. You're mute, Barbara. Okay, seems like you're back up. Narin, can you hear us?
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. So yeah, like I was saying, so it's important that we understand, what we want to portray, what we believe in ourselves. I think some of the important values for every person and every business person, is love. Love first for yourself. And if you love yourself, if you love your business, you will want it to prosper. And you will do what it takes to be able to make it prosper. Love also for your customers, for the people who you serve, which will make you be as much as possible fair to them. Right? Another very important value, and I'm quoting the values based on what I feel of even Spark Bees, is generosity. Considering other people who are not necessarily your own. And not that you should give what you don't have, don't get me wrong, but just being able to consider other people in your decisions when you make them. Another important value, I think as a business person should be, your ability to success. And what that means is that you will do what it takes, including learn, including listen, including, seek for mentorship like what we're having right now. And if given assignments to do, you will make sure you do them because you want to excel in your business. So you're more or less giving it what it takes. Another very important value, I think, and I would recommend is family values, your love for your family. I see Martha is backing her baby, even on this call. And yes, that's life. If I turn my screen, you will see that my own children are here. And part of why I let them stay, in my study when I have meetings like this is because I'm also training them to imbibe some of the values I have, including the value of giving of yourself to other people, right? Not only for money or for, where you get paid, but sometimes giving of your time, giving of your knowledge, giving of your resources, generosity, to other people as well. So those, I think, are very, very important values that I think that every business here wants to be known for. And people won't know you for it because you said so. People will know it for you because they can see the actions that you take, and those actions reflect those values. So for me, I think that will be my lesson for today. And hopefully, if you can get them to spend some time to think about the values that they want, in addition to the ones that I've talked about, to document it, to write it down, and then to say, okay, what will I do that will make people feel this thing that I want them to feel, which is love, which is compassion, which is whatever it is that they write. If they can do that, then we would have achieved our objective for today.
Okay, thank you. So I'll just interpret that. So I was saying my values ni but my values basanga pona tianga stand zile maningi, especially in line ya business as being my business women, my wife, bakazi babantu this my business women, mamai na ba wife. So ni my values bwanja menya ngatandizile. So bakambati one, it's love yourself. What's called the festival meaning okay. Two, you love your customers and your people. Three, family. Tina my family that come and say mine. Like you've seen me. When a baby wow, it's not just doing double things. She's a mother. She makes sure she didn't want to miss a coaching here. You came with your baby. You're balancing business and family. So that's another value. And then another one is being kind. Good one. Could even go tibutika, but could have been a go to somebody. 1 minute joke, right? So, Natangana community na kuneta ti upasa chamene ulide. But chamene za tichichi excess na family pambale panga ni family like ninga pase kwa one time. So those are the values. So tifanga ngataenda kunyumba lero assignment batipasa. Tikangala pansi. Tizifunse ni values bwanja mene nifuna ine bakatuma phone vanezi nakambira natuma phone ati. But there are some of us in a branch. Ni muntu nifuna muntu akaziyanka branch. Akaziyanka tini muntu wa branch. Mukakabaza bajamayi wepa mutima. Bajamayi badise muntu akabaje boyi. Seveza fika bune. Bakanga mukamba bateresa. Mukamba mskana. Moja mskana. Ukabewa mfasa na bina londo. Nao ukabewa meeting. Una picture ya muntu amenozo ndio ukamba na not wayopa awe kasi sizaendako washinjana ndio mimi nikagura kwa blanket awe mwenye uzapo nishina business yako ya fai so wafuna kwamba mwenda kwa Sandra kutenga ma blanket awe katengeni mimi natenga kwa Sandra Sandra ni mtu wa bwana Sandra ni mtu nizakara chimora usho kutenga blanket hata mkamba Sandra kanga na manzi mzaka yamwa nishina business yako inaweza kutenga blanket sinza bweni because baluza na values yoipai so tie kangara tizigani zile timuntu ngatanishita describe azani kama tindine muntu wa branch nina values ya branch so ndi assignment ya tu next week tukakumana abanga sasa kangara ko I'll be here to ask you and I'll tell you but these are the values that they've taught me. Okay, thank you.
And how they intend to go about them?
Don't worry, I'll give you feedback. So they're agreeing, say, okay, they will sit down and think about it. So next week, in fact, during the week, I'll call them. They'll tell me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I hope this was useful. I hope that they got to learn something from this, and I hope that this would help impact their businesses positively so that they can utilize, what they've been given, what they have, and maximize profits, be able to pay back, but more importantly, be able to live better lives and be able to do more for themselves and their families. Thank you so much, Barbara. Thank you, Naren. I had a great time. Thank you all to all the ladies, Trizia, Martha, Sandra, Loveness. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for coming. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So just no, don't go yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're supposed to take
a group photo.
Yeah.
So
Let's
even
not take a
more
quick photo and then take the closing prayers. So now put them together.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Says to
So
smile.
just smile. Yep. I got that.
Thank you.
All right. So let me just take John, could you kindly take the closing prayers?
Okay. Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful session. We ask in the name of Jesus that you breathe upon the words that have been spoken and you cause them to come to life in their lives in the name of Jesus. Let none of our words fall to the ground, but let them all find fruit, bear fruit in the lives of these wonderful ladies. And I ask that you continue to provide for even the Spark Bees team that has made this possible. For in Jesus' matchless name we have prayed. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank
Have a
you.
great rest of your day.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, ladies. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.